Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. When you talk about the Los Angeles Dodgers facing off against the San Diego Padres, it immediately carries this weight of expectation. It's not just another matchup in the calendar. It has become one of those series that seems to demand attention every single time. Over the last few years, the tension has escalated to a point where some fans and analysts have labeled it a rivalry, and it's easy to see why. 3 postseason meetings since 2020, combined with those moments in the regular season where every pitch seems amplified, have elevated this series beyond a typical late summer contest. Yet, as Mookie Betts points out, it's important to remember that no matter the hype, the series is ultimately just a set of games in August. We know it's big, but it kind of is what it is. We can't make it more than it is, he said. He emphasizes that the approach has to be methodical, grounded, and focused on execution, not emotion. The Dodgers have to play each inning, each at-bat, each pitch, without letting the highs and lows of previous contests or the drama of a division race distort their mindset. Betts' perspective is a reminder that even in the midst of what seems like a monumental series, the fundamentals remain the same. The context of this matchup couldn't be more compelling. The Padres have recently taken the lead in the National League West, overtaking the Dodgers for the first time in the division since late September 2010. This alone gives a fresh layer of intensity to the series. A team that has dominated in previous seasons now finds itself chasing, while the Dodgers, once in command, are striving to reclaim that edge. Over the past 6 weeks, both teams have trended in opposite directions, creating an atmosphere that makes every pitch, every swing, and every defensive play feel like it could tip the balance of the division race. The upcoming 10 days are set to feature 6 head-to-head meetings, a stretch that could redefine the course of the season and set the stage for late August drama. Looking at the Dodgers' recent history against the Padres, there's a clear pattern of competitive, high-stakes games. Their last encounters were electric, with a mix of dominant performances and moments that spilled over into controversy, leading to suspensions for both players and managers. At Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles managed to take 3 out of 4 games, shortly after winning 2 of 3 at Petco Park. These results show that while the rivalry is intense, the Dodgers have consistently demonstrated an ability to rise to the occasion on their home turf. Amid the team's broader struggles, Mookie Betts has been a beacon of consistency. His personal season-best 8-game hitting streak, featuring 5 multi-hit games, highlights his resilience and adaptability at the plate. But Betts isn't just looking at his own performance. He gauges the team's trajectory with a broader lens. Even during a 4-game losing streak and a series of tight, 1-run games that didn't go their way, Betts sees encouragement in the Dodgers' approach. It just depends on your perspective, he explained. For me, it's encouraging to know we're giving ourselves a chance to win every night. It's not like we're going out there and just laying eggs. We're going out there and doing what we can and just falling short right now. Who knows? In a couple days, it could be opposite. His words reflect a mindset critical in baseball, the balance between patience, persistence, and the belief that a season can pivot on any given game. While the Dodgers navigate the challenges of the major league roster, eyes have also been on the minors, particularly in AAA, where rehab outings and player development are closely monitored for their impact on the big league club. Roki Sasaki, one of the Dodgers' high-profile prospects, recently made his first rehab start for the Oklahoma City Comets. Expectations were high, given his previous dominance in Japan, where he routinely touched over 100 miles per hour on the radar gun. However, in his first outing, Sasaki threw 41 pitches, with a fastball ranging between 91 and 93 miles per hour, noticeably below his peak velocity. He managed only 2 innings, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits, with no strikeouts and 1 walk. While the performance fell short of what many hoped, the significance of returning to health cannot be understated. Sasaki remains a key piece of the Dodgers' long-term plans, and his outing provides both a benchmark for his current state and a roadmap for improvement. Sasaki himself offered an insightful reflection on his performance, explaining that his fastball velocity was affected by a combination of nerves, misjudgment, and adjustment to the radar gun. He recognized that his approach in the first inning was too cautious, and although he attempted to ramp up his velocity in the second inning, it still fell below his typical standard. He also noted that his off-speed pitches, particularly the two-seamer, were effective, while the cutter was inconsistent. The takeaway is clear. While performance is essential, managing health and gradually rebuilding strength and command are paramount. This measured approach is exactly what the Dodgers hope will allow him to contribute during the pennant stretch and potentially in the postseason. Alongside Sasaki, Michael Kopech also struggled in a rehab start, failing to complete an inning and giving up 2 walks and 2 hits while recording only 2 outs. Despite this, his trajectory in the Dodgers system shows resilience. After a mid-season acquisition in the previous year, Kopech had impressive results in the big leagues, demonstrating his potential when healthy. Rehabbing effectively and regaining consistency is crucial as the team balances the demands of a full rotation with bullpen needs. In contrast, Bobby Miller provided a bright spot, recording a shutout inning in AAA, extending his streak to 6 consecutive scoreless outings and demonstrating remarkable control with minimal hits and walks. Other minor league players are also making waves. Ronan Kopp, pitching 2 perfect innings in AAA, appears to have found his rhythm, striking out 8 in just over 4 innings across 3 consecutive scoreless outings. His ability to avoid home runs in 39 games, along with a high strikeout rate, underscores the depth of talent developing beneath the major league roster. Meanwhile, games across the Dodgers' minor league affiliates have highlighted both the challenges and the promise within the system. From Albuquerque's competitive scoring to standout individual performances like Esteury Ruiz's combination of hits, walks, home runs, and stolen bases, the farm system continues to supply the Dodgers with potential impact players ready to contribute when the time comes. Despite the noise, one constant remains. The Dodgers' core players, led by figures like Mookie Betts, maintain focus on the essentials. Whether it's navigating a 4-game losing streak, facing a division rival in first place, or watching prospects take their first steps toward the majors, the approach is always the same. Play the game, stay disciplined, and keep perspective. In baseball, momentum can shift in a single inning, a single swing, or a single pitch, and the Dodgers' mindset reflects that reality. Every at-bat is an opportunity, every defensive play is critical, and every pitcher's outing, whether in the majors or minors, is a step toward building a championship-caliber team. The Padres series, the minor league rehab starts, the streaks, the close games, these all form the intricate mosaic of a Dodgers season in motion. Betts' insistence on seeing each game as it comes, rather than inflating the stakes, sets the tone for a team that is navigating challenges while keeping an eye on the ultimate goal. Health, performance, resilience, and consistency remain the pillars of the approach, whether it's a battle in the National League West or a developmental milestone in Oklahoma City. And as the Dodgers continue to juggle the pressures of a competitive division and the nuances of player development, the narrative remains clear. Focus on execution, respect the process, and trust that the results will follow. As the Dodgers head deeper into this pivotal stretch against the Padres, every detail begins to matter. Baseball, in its essence, is a game of adjustments, of marginal gains, and in a division race as tight as this one, those marginal gains can become monumental. Pitchers are under scrutiny not just for their velocity or command, but for their sequencing, their ability to disrupt timing, and their mental resilience when facing high-leverage situations. Batters are evaluated on approach, plate discipline, and adaptability. Every swing, every pitch, every defensive alignment is analyzed in real time by coaching staff, analytics teams, and of course, the players themselves. The Dodgers understand this. They know that the difference between a split series and a sweep can hinge on a single moment, whether it's a diving catch in left field, a perfectly timed squeeze bunt, or a fastball painted on the black. The margin for error is slim, and yet, that is where legends are made. One aspect that has defined the Dodgers' recent success is their ability to combine veteran experience with youthful energy. Players like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman anchor the lineup, providing consistency and leadership, while younger players, whether called up mid-season or developed in the minor leagues, inject unpredictability and athleticism. The balance between these two forces is delicate but critical. Veterans carry the responsibility of guiding younger teammates through the pressure, teaching them how to handle hostile stadiums, late innings, and the psychological grind of a long season. Meanwhile, the younger players bring enthusiasm, new perspectives, and sometimes unorthodox approaches that can catch opponents off guard. This synergy is what has allowed the Dodgers to maintain competitiveness despite injuries, slumps, and the relentless pace of the MLB schedule. Pitching remains at the core of the Dodgers' strategy, and in a series like this, rotation management is everything. Walker Buehler, Tony Gonsolin, and Julio Urias all have roles that extend beyond the box score. Their performance isn't just about wins and losses. It's about setting the tone for the bullpen, creating opportunities for the offense, and providing a blueprint for younger pitchers to emulate. Each start is dissected in post-game analysis, not only by the coaching staff, but also by players who are constantly looking for ways to improve. Buehler's fastball command, Gonsolin's curveball movement, and Urias' pitch sequencing are all scrutinized and adjusted for each at-bat. Even minor tweaks, a slightly different arm angle, a subtle change in spin rate, a new approach to the catcher's signals, can shift the balance in these high-stakes games. The bullpen, too, carries a weight that cannot be underestimated. In recent weeks, the Dodgers relievers have faced intense pressure, often entering games in situations with runners on base or narrow leads. Their ability to execute under duress, to induce ground balls, strikeouts, and weak contact is vital to the team's success. Players like Buster Graterol, Craig Kimbrell, and Alex Vesia have been tested repeatedly, and their performances, both successes and failures, set the tone for the final innings. The intricacies of bullpen management, the timing of matchups, the anticipation of pinch hitters, the sequencing of relievers, become a chess match that can define the outcome of an entire series. At the plate, the Dodgers have been refining their approach, looking for consistency and adaptability. Mookie Betts streaks are not just personal milestones. They reflect the team's ability to manufacture hits and sustain rallies. The difference between a one-run loss and a multi-run victory often comes down to situational hitting, executing a sacrifice fly, drawing a walk, or taking advantage of a pitcher's mistake. In games against the Padres, this aspect becomes even more critical. San Diego's pitching staff is aggressive and analytical, capable of exploiting weaknesses if the Dodgers overcommit to predictable patterns. Each hitter must read the game, anticipate adjustments, and make split-second decisions that could shift momentum in an inning. Defense, often overlooked by casual fans, plays an equally critical role. A single diving catch, a perfectly timed relay throw, or a tag at the plate can prevent runs that would otherwise alter the course of a game. The Dodgers have emphasized defensive versatility, ensuring that players can cover multiple positions effectively. This flexibility allows the coaching staff to respond to matchups, injuries, and strategic situations without compromising overall performance. In a tight division race, preventing even a single run can be the difference between leading the division and chasing from behind. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers and rumors have begun to circulate within the Los Angeles Dodgers organization as an alleged locker room confrontation involving Will Smith and Shohei Ohtani has reportedly sparked tensions that insiders describe as explosive. According to sources who claim to have close knowledge of team dynamics, Smith is said to have openly refused to play alongside Ohtani during recent games, a statement that has sent shockwaves through the clubhouse. While no official statement has been released by either player or the Dodgers front office, chatter among teammates suggests that the situation has caused a palpable rift, leaving some questioning whether personal disagreements are beginning to interfere with professional performance. Observers familiar with both players' histories note that Smith, known for his strong personality and competitive drive, may have perceived Ohtani's presence as a challenge to his role or influence within the team, though details remain largely speculative. The potential ramifications for team chemistry are enormous, given that both athletes are considered central figures in the Dodgers' recent successes. Analysts and commentators have begun to speculate about the impact on upcoming matchups, wondering if the rumored tension could manifest in visible friction on the field, affecting batting order decisions, defensive alignments, and even clubhouse morale. Fans, naturally, are divided, some expressing disbelief while others eagerly follow every whisper of conflict, turning what might be a minor disagreement into a full-blown narrative ripe for media attention. Adding fuel to the swirling speculation, insiders claim that practices have recently been marked by subtle but noticeable shifts in player behavior. While Ohtani continues to maintain his usual composure and focus, sources say Smith's interactions have grown more guarded, with teammates allegedly noticing shorter conversations, fewer shared drills, and a reluctance to engage in the camaraderie that typically defines the Dodgers' locker room environment. Rumors suggest that this tension is not simply a fleeting argument, but rather a deep-seated clash of personalities and egos, potentially amplified by the media spotlight surrounding both athletes. Sports psychologists consulted informally by reporters suggest that even minor interpersonal conflict in high-stakes environments like Major League Baseball can snowball into larger performance issues if not addressed proactively. Meanwhile, social media has exploded with fan theories, memes, and supposed insider accounts, all contributing to the perception that the Dodgers' harmonious image may be cracking under pressure. Some commentators speculate that management may need to intervene, perhaps mediating between the two stars to prevent further deterioration of team cohesion. The potential for trade rumors, shifts in playing time, or even public statements about the situation has become a favorite topic for sports talk shows, creating a feedback loop that keeps speculation alive regardless of the verifiable facts. In such an atmosphere, even routine pre-game warm-ups are being dissected for signs of tension, with every handshake, nod, or glance becoming evidence for those following the story closely, adding to the sense that the Dodgers' locker room could be on the brink of a very public drama. Sources close to the team have suggested that this rumored fallout could have long-term implications, extending beyond the immediate season. While the Dodgers have traditionally maintained a reputation for blending star talent with effective team chemistry, the alleged conflict between Smith and Ohtani might test that balance like never before. Insiders speculate that discussions regarding lineup adjustments, batting order priority, or even in-game positioning could be influenced by personal grievances rather than purely strategic considerations. This potential shift could provide opportunities for rival teams, who might view a seemingly distracted or divided Dodgers squad as vulnerable in critical matchups. Furthermore, the rumor mill has intensified around the possibility that other players may feel compelled to choose sides, subtly altering alliances within the clubhouse. Agents and representatives of both Smith and Ohtani are reportedly being contacted more frequently by reporters probing for clarifications or denials, adding to the perception that the situation has escalated beyond a simple misunderstanding. Even though official statements are absent, the sheer volume of speculation is enough to dominate sports news cycles, keeping the alleged rift at the forefront of discussions about team performance, playoff prospects, and the personal dynamics of some of the league's most high-profile stars. Should this tension continue unchecked, analysts warn, it could influence not only the Dodgers' immediate results, but also their broader reputation for fostering an environment where multiple elite athletes can thrive in tandem. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.